Okay, perfect. So hi everyone, and welcome to today's Tai Chi class with Dr. Gary Irwin Kenyon. So I want to thank all of you for joining today. So you all know who I am, so I won't bother introducing myself again. So as you know, and as I've mentioned in previous emails, that today is the last class of the Tai Chi series. I'm really sad. But I want to thank you. I think the both of you, Mary and Linda, have been attending since the start. So I really want to thank you both for attending and supporting the project. So as previous classes, there will be time at the end to ask questions or for discussion if need be, or if you want to, you can any comments or questions in the chat box at the bottom of the screen. So now I'm going to introduce you to Dr. Gary Irwin Kenyon, who is going to facilitate today's Tai Chi class. So Dr. Irwin Kenyon is the founding chair and professor in the gerontology department at St. Thomas University here in Fredericton. His most recent book is Pathways to Stillness, Reflect, Release, and Renew. Gary is a teacher and practitioner of Tai Chi with more than 30 years of experience. He designed a program, Tai Chi as Narrative Care, which he has been teaching for the past 20 years to special groups, including residents in long-term care. So right now, Gary resides in St. Andrews with his wife, Liz. So before I turn it over to you, Gary, I really just want to thank you for collaborating with us in the past year. It's really been a pleasure working with you, and I don't want to speak for everyone else, but I have learned a lot from you over the last year, so I want to thank you for that. Tai Chi's definitely been something that I've added to my toolbox, so that's great. So now I'm going to turn it over to you, Gary, and we can get started.
Thank you, Samantha, and welcome everybody. Yeah, it's also been very much a great pleasure and an honor for me to be invited to share these classes with you. Just to add on about my book, which does contain a lot of interesting stories about teaching and sharing Tai Chi with both care partners and those who have dementia. And also some guidelines for some of the movements that we're doing today. And that book is available, well, in New Brunswick, it's available at Chapters in Fredericton, Westminster Books, Chapters in St. Indigo and St. John, and then on Amazon as well. So I think I'm really, as I say, honored. I think this has been a great program to have for all of us. And it is for dementia-friendly communities, but really we all need stillness practice these days. If you dare turn on the radio or the TV or your internet, you have to look for the good news. It's just a daily bombardment of, if it's not our money, it's someone trying to harm us or something. So we are really all in need of some sort of stillness practice. So today we're going to do a series of what I call rest and relax into stillness movements. And these movements, you always do them only to your comfort zone. Whatever's comfortable, whatever works, that's fine. Doesn't need to be perfect. And we're doing some breathing with the movements, and breathing itself is probably the basic way for us to relax, to just try to sit down and follow our breath or do some deep breathing. Now, some folks have a hard time doing that. Tai Chi is good that way because you're moving. You're not just sitting still, you're actually moving as well. So I think without further ado, I'm going to just move my chair back a bit so you can see. And what we're doing here is a seated Tai Chi program. And so you can do all these movements from a standing position as well. Just want you to be able to see. If you can see my arms, then we're okay. Just have to get it. Okay,
I think you're good there, Gary.
great, great. Okay, we'll start with one which is really just a kind of meditation, a little meditation position. And just like I'm going to change my glasses too. Sorry. So you just put your one thumb on your navel and your palm is resting there, and then the other one on top of it. And all we're doing is following our breath in and out. So just trying to gently put your attention in the stomach area and just feel your breath going in and out. You can have your eyes open or closed, whatever's comfortable. And now we'll add one thing to this, and that is to try to draw your breath in from below the navel. A deep breath, don't pull any muscles, just comfortably. And then as you breathe out, let your tummy expand. Okay, so gently drawing in, up and under. Nice breath. And relax the stomach as you breathe out. A couple more in and out. In and out. Okay, and then just move your hands to your thighs or your knees. Again, you can have your eyes open or closed. And what we're going to do is try to put your attention into your forehead and eye or eyes area. Just picture yourself relaxing all the muscles and nerves in that area, of which there are many. So just allow when you're breathing, breathe into that area. And then go down to your mouth and jaw and put your attention into that area. Just relaxing your mouth. Let your mouth fall open a little bit if you want. Just relaxing. Breathing normally, just following your breath into that area. And then go to the top of your spine and out to your shoulders. And put your breath into that area. Just relaxing. And then without putting your hands back there, just picture your breath again coming in and out of the stomach area. So you're not counting or anything, just we have to breathe, right? Breathing is not negotiable as human beings. So just allowing your breath, watching it as it comes in and out. Okay, good. As they say, actually, we don't breathe. The universe breathes us, doesn't it? Because we really don't have any control over it. We can do some movements like this to control it a bit, but we can't stop breathing for very long. Okay, let's try the one called the reach. So just reaching up with one arm through the fingertips and relax the other arm. Just let it hang down. And down. And breathing out as you reach up, just relaxing everything. Back down again. Relax your shoulders, even though you're going up, just relax the shoulders. Down. Up. And down. Reach up one more time, the other side. And down. Good. And then in between the movements, sometimes we just sit quietly, and you might follow your breath if you want, or just literally do nothing for a couple of minutes, or a little bit of time. Okay, let's try the wave. So you have your arms by your side, palms turned up. Relax your shoulders and take a nice breath up, shoulder height. Relax the shoulders, turn over, float back down as you breathe out and down. Nice breath in. And if you want to, just gently press the air with the palms of your hands as you go down. Kind of like the feeling you get if you're in water. So breathing in, come up, turn over, float back down. So you're breathing in as you come up and breathing out as you go down. But don't run out of breath if you're moving slowly and you need to take an extra breath, just do that. It's good to do these a number of times to get the feeling for it. In, over, pressing back down. A couple more times. Nice breath in, over, float back down. Another thing we do in Tai Chi is keep your tongue lightly at the roof of your mouth. In, nice breath. Down. Let's do one more. Nice breath. Float back down. Okay. And I suggest if you don't remember any of the moves that we do, try to remember this one. It's got good breathing in it, some movement, and will help you relax. If not right away, it won't take too long and it'll help you relax. Okay, let's try the finger curl. So putting your palms up a little bit out from your body, but don't lock your arms. And what we do is starting with your little finger, bring them in, bring it in, fold the wrist, turn over, and then push out with the palms of your hand. And then there's another little graceful move to come back up. Okay, fingers, wrists, elbows, push out with the palms, and back up to the top. Now, as I said, with all the moves, there's breathing. So you try to breathe in as you're doing this and breathe out as you're pushing your palms out. Again, don't worry if you don't get the breath just right. Try to get the move right, or try to be comfortable with the move and worry about the breathing secondly. So fingers, wrists, fold over, push out with the palms. Back up. Fingers, wrists, and out. Back up. Now, these movements too, you're be gentle with yourself, but if you feel loose, you can really bring them in quite a bit. And same with the wrists, you can really put a little tension in them as you're bringing them over. Back up. Hold, fingers, wrists, turn over, push back out. Let's do two more. So back up to the top. In, breathing in. Push back out. Back up. And in, breathing in. Breathe out as you push. Yeah, very good. Okay. Next one we'll do is called moving the ball. So you just have your thumbs interlocked. And as always, relax the elbows, relax the shoulders. And all we're doing is moving the ball a little bit to the sides. So we breathe in and then breathe out, move it to one side, and then breathe into the center. So really you want this to feel very light and soft. Breathe out to the side, into the center, and out, in. And what you can do here too is allow your head to follow you as you move to the side. Breathing out to the side, into the center. If anything gets uncomfortable, just stop doing it. In and out. In, breathing in, out, in, out. One more on each side. So breathing in, out, into the center, out, and then move back into the center and relax.
Oh, what happened?
Let's try one we did last time, which is called the single whip. So you have one arm about 45 degrees out to the side, a bit of a push, the other one 45 degrees the other way, and you just put your thumb and your big finger together and drop your wrist. This is in Tai Chi, this is called the beak hand. So just then you look at your fingers, the side where your fingers are up, and just relax the elbows and shoulders again. And then we're going to switch. So drop the beak hand into the push and drop the other hand into the big finger and thumb with the wrist released. Just looking at the fingers. Again, you might feel something here if you're not used to doing it. So just stop, come back to it or whatever if you need to. Okay, and then again, drop the beak hand into the push. Gentle touching the finger with the wrist drop, looking out over your fingers. One more time, drop the beak hand becomes the push, and the other hand, the beak hand. And relax. These moves are they look quite simple, but whoever designed it a couple of thousand years ago really knew how to relax us, but also how to get into those muscles and joints and everything to open them up. Let's just do a few nice little shoulder rolls. So just as big a circle as is comfortable, and breathing in as you come up and breathing out as you go back. And just as big or small a circle as is comfortable for you. Out. In and out. One more. Okay, that's good. How about the other way? Start the other way. Come up as far as possible. Breathing in. And another little trick about this is let your arms be relaxed and just hang down. So you're moving your shoulders, but try not to lift your arms up. I mean, like this, doing it like that. Try and let your arms really relax down there. Couple more times. Shoulders. And once more. And relax. Okay, then let's do our wave hands like a cloud. So again, starting with your palms by your side like we did with the wave. Breathing in. Turn over and float back down, only this time before your arms are straight down. Cross, palms up and float up. Just in front of your own kind of shoulder area here. And then turn back over and down. So the idea is just don't worry about the breathing except the first one and the last one. Otherwise, just picture your arms floating up and down like a cloud, very light and soft. Palms up, float up. And we'll do one more and then float down. And then on this one, the fourth one, take a breath and float back down to your side. Okay, we're going to do this next one in silence. So I'll be doing it and you can follow. Just a breath at the beginning and the end. Okay, and then a nice breath. And down to the side. Great, back to you, Samantha.
Thank you, Gary. All right, I know I say this at the end of every class, but I just feel so relaxed and ready to take on the rest of my day, which is great.